Hello, and welcome to Logic Factory's demo for Ascendancy for the iPhone and iPad. Ascendancy is a turn-based strategy game that takes place in a galaxy the size of which you choose, and amongst a potential 21 different alien species, each with their own unique special ability and fictional background. In any given game, you can play up to 7 species, including your own. You can set the diplomatic atmosphere, your player color, the star density, and the number of species from the opening screen. And then you begin. As you can hear, each of the species also has its own unique soundtrack. Everything you see and hear in this demo, other than my voice, has been captured from an iPhone 4 playing the game. Here we see the main screen of the game, which is a fully rotatable, zoomable, 3D holotank map of the system in which you play. Various data is toggleable so that you can better get around the system and see what you're doing. The planet display helps you build out your colonies and advance through the game. We chose this species, the handshacks, because their special ability is to communicate with all other species in the game from the first turn. We thought you might like to hear some of the music. As you can see, diplomacy is a key part of Ascendancy. Now we step forward in the same game to where you are slightly more advanced and ready to build your first spaceship to begin the process of exploring and colonizing outer space. Once you have told one of your planets to build a ship for you, you are taken to the shipbuilding screen. Each ship must have a variety of engines, generators, weapons, and starlane drives in order to operate. In the beginning of the game, your choices are limited, but as you advance, the variety of gizmos and weaponry with which you can equip your ship grows enormously. Each gizmo, each item on the ship, has its own particular use. Once you get to turn-based 3D battle in space, you'll see that this variety lends itself to an enormous amount of choices, strategies, and tactics in battle. One of the beauties of turn-based gaming is the ability to save and load games absolutely any time you like. Ascendancy offers clear and precise help text for everything in the game. Here we are in the fleet display. Once you have built a large fleet of ships, this helps you stay organized. Here is Ascendancy's tree of knowledge. Everything you build and everything you do in the game is based on inventions that you need to discover. In fact, one use of the information you discover is trading. This can help you entice aliens to form alliances with you. If you're loading a game that you've been away from for a while, the 3D holotank map really helps you get back up to speed. Again, the toggleable data shows you which aliens own what territory, which lanes are the fast kind and which are the slow kind, where the ships are, and who owns what planets. The knowledge tree shown here demonstrates just how deep Ascendancy can get. You begin by learning things such as the Tonklin Diary and move on to Fermat's last theorem, and advanced planetary armaments, just to name a few of the many, many things you need to discover that help you build the hundreds of gizmos and planetary defenses and advancements that help you progress in Ascendancy. Battle in Ascendancy takes place in the system display. You can choose to let the AI run a battle for you, as we are here, or you can make every move yourself, as we will show you shortly. Here's a sample of shipbuilding later on in the game, when you've learned how to create larger ships with much better gizmos. Here we are adding the obligatory engines and generators that are now further advanced than what you started with, a sensor called an aural cloud constructor, or in this case, a subspace phase array, a wave scattering shield as well as a concussion shield, an electromagnetic pulsar, a quantum singularity launcher. Here are some gizmos, single-use specialty items, such as the smart bomb, the Starlane hyperdrive, which is not single-use, a molecular tie-down. There's a gravimetric catapult, a containment device, and a cloaker. Each of these gizmos offer the ship a special ability, and most of them come with a sound effect and special effect unique to themselves. Another sample of one of the unique abilities in the game are the Balaflid's ability to force all enemies to make peace with them every 100 days or so. Here we're going to demonstrate the player running combat himself. Although when you let the AI run a planetary invasion, it can do a fine job, sometimes the player would like to make very specific choices for himself. In this case, he's positioned his fleet of ships out of range of the planetary defenses, but now he's going to be moving them into attack position. Activating shields helps mitigate some of the damage from the planet's powerful missile launchers. However, shields do take energy, and if the planet has used up its turn's volleys, you might turn the shields back off again to give enough juice to your weapons, in case you're running low. 3D turn-based combat in space is fun and intricate. You can run it yourself, or let the AI do it for you. Considering the 21 different species in the game, each with their own unique abilities, some of which may be used in combat, the wide variety of gizmos that can be placed in combination on your custom-made ships mean that there are millions of combinations possible in Ascendancy, and no two games are the same. But Ascendancy can be won through more ways than just combat. Diplomacy, the right kind of exploration and colonization, can set up a stable peace and victory conditions that do not require you to engage in combat at all. Think of it. You can set up a small game in a vacuous star cluster that may take only hours to play while you're waiting for a flight that has been delayed. Or you can set up a truly massive game that can take place over days, weeks, and even months. You can return to your saved games anytime you like. It is only recently that we can provide a level of depth and quality entertainment, such as Ascendancy, on a device that most people carry with them at all times and fits in their pocket or handbag.